Hey guys, how are you? I'm hoping you are well and that it's not as windy in your neck of the woods as it is for me. um, yeah, it is definitely windy. It's very windy. But anyway, hang on a second. I am hoping that this is working for you guys and for me. Sometimes my videos, hang on a second. I just want to make sure this is live streaming live right now. Alright, so this is not working the way I planned it to work. What I wanted to do was to live stream the select stream, let's see, upcoming, refresh it. Oh, it's live. Okay. I had to make sure that we were live because it wasn't working. If you don't see a stream, try refreshing. Alright, guys, we're on. Sorry, I had to make sure we were live. Because I couldn't find it, and I was trying to find it on my phone, and I wasn't seeing it, so I don't know. Hopefully this works. But it did say it was upcoming. Maybe it's in my oh no. Well, it is what it is. We're gonna start coding. If it doesn't show up, it doesn't show up. Tell you what, I'm going to record starting now. Alright, just in case that the live doesn't work, we'll have at least a semblance of something. So, that way, you know, if you guys want to go back, we can watch it. If it doesn't show up on the actual YouTube, I can just post it. So anyway, first things first, welcome. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for taking the time out of your day. I know I have about 6 million things going at the same time on my YouTube channel. I actually do have something premiering as we speak. So you could take your pick. You can either come to the live or go see the video that I dropped at 1 o'clock. So you can watch that if you want to. So we'll get started with what I learned today, and then we'll work our way into maybe actual coding on that project we were working on earlier. So the thing that I don't need is this, and I don't need this because you guys aren't going to see that. Hey, that's not nice. Is it working? Okay, it's working. It's kind of weird how this is working because I got this set up on 2 screens. Anyway, so the first thing that we learned was strict equal versus loose equal, and you'll see the difference in a minute. Alright, so those are the 2 equals that we learned today. We learned more than that, but so if I did const fave jersey number, alright, we're gonna take your favorite jersey, and we're actually gonna do a prompt today. We learned this today too, and then that's not what I want to do. What's your favorite jersey number? Alright, this can go for any sport, any team. I'm going to take my Pittsburgh Steelers I was born and raised there, so Pittsburgh it is, okay? So console log fave, fave jersey number, right? All right, so what's going to happen is the first time that I do this, it's going to turn out to be a string. The second time I do it, it's going to turn out to be a number, and I'll show you how that's going to work. So the first thing, we're going to get asked what our favorite number is. Oh, you know what? We forgot to set up the. Wait, I guess we can wait. All right, so 86. See how it's white? That means it's a string. So that's the reason why that looks like that. Okay. So to change that, we want to put this in front of it. We want to put all this number and then this in parentheses. This is going to change it to a number. So you're going to watch it go from white to purple. All right. So let's show you guys that. So we'll come over here. We'll refresh this page. Again, 86. Heinz Wardrow. All right. 86 is now purple. All right. So, and the reason why that is because it's now a number. All right, so let's come down here, and I could show you this too. Blog, sorry. If we did type of, what is it, fave, jersey, right? If we did that, we can come back. Oh, I forgot to pull that down. Hang on a second. I'll show it to you guys. The type of favorite jersey number. We're going to demonstrate that it's a number. So we just can put 86 again. See, now it's a number. So now we've demonstrated that purple numbers are actual numbers and white numbers are strings. Okay. This is all going to lead somewhere eventually. So all this stuff that you're seeing is just building blocks to a bigger picture. Eventually, we'll learn how to build projects and stuff like that. I remember taking some of this course before, but I don't remember. It's been so long. So this is the reason why I decided to kind of restart it. Okay, so we're going to make an if statement. If fave jersey number is, we have to use 3 equals. This is because we want it to be strict. If it's the 2, it'll be loose, but we want 3 exclamation or equal signs. Because we want it to be very strict. We don't want it to be coming up. Because we could, if we did this, I could put this in the. Oops. Hang on a second. I could put this in a string, and I don't know if we should use names. We'll just keep it. Just remember, if any of you know who the Pittsburgh Steelers are and you remember what number 86 is, or who 86 was, then you know who I'm talking about. If not, then we'll just, you just know it's a number, so that's okay. Oops. Oh my goodness. Favorite Jersey number. All right. So I'm going to demonstrate to you that this will actually come up as a string instead of a number. Okay. So we come back over here, refresh the page. So what's my favorite number? 86. It's going to come up 80. See how it's a string? That's the way it's going to come up. It's and I could demonstrate too. Actually, if I would come back over here, hang on a second, and just take this. I'm going to cut this back. I'll put this back in just to demonstrate. I think it'll come up as a string if I remember right. So put 86. 86 will come up as a string. See? But if I put triple equal, as you'll see in a second, then it'll come up as an actual number. Okay. Is my favorite Jersey number. Okay. But we want strict because JavaScript, it's what do you call it? Oops. JavaScript recognizes that. Oh, see now it comes up as a number. Oh, you know what I didn't do? See, look, it didn't even come up. It didn't come up at all. Why? Because I'll show you. Because I left these in a string. I left it as a string. So now we have to change it to a number. Oh, that's what would happen. Yeah, if we left it as a string, then that wouldn't pop up at all. It would just wouldn't even show up. But now that we have that, now it'll pop up. That's what it was. It's still a string. But because it was in quotations and we had triple equal signs, this didn't show up. But now you're seeing this pop up because I took the 86 out of quotation marks. So the next thing we'll do is add an else if. We'll do fave Jersey number. We'll only do a couple of these. We'll just we'll just move one from there after that. But I don't know what the console log half the time. I just make things up. I think that's okay. Hey, meant to put backticks. So 43. Everybody knows who 43 is. What should I say? 43 is my favorite, or second, no, is tied with 86 and deserves a Hall of Fame spot, right? I think so. Okay. So now, the cool thing is, if I type this, then 86 is my favorite Jersey number will pop up. But if I type in 43, 43 is tied with 86 and deserves a Hall of Fame spot will pop up. I'll demonstrate. So now, if I do like a 86, just like before, 86 is my favorite Jersey number. But now if I put 43 in, 43 is tied with 86 and deserves a Hall of Fame spot, which is so cool. So it knows, oh, excuse me, sorry. It knows which numbers we're choosing, which is so cool. I'll do one more for else if, and then we'll do else. Like typically if you do a control structure, you should always end, if none of it matches, you should have an else and then something to kind of just close that loop or close the if statement, because it kind of be weird if you just left it as an else if. In my book, I don't know. Maybe that's not the right thing to do. I don't know. In my book, though, you should close it out, or have it come to a conclusion, if you will. 7. Y'all know who number 7 is for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He is a great quarterback. Okay. And it doesn't have to be, look, you guys can imagine your own numbers. Maybe you're following along, or you're going to do it on your own, and you have your team. This is my team. So it's just I mean, if you want to debate it in the comments, it's okay. I don't mind, as long as we keep it respectful. But, I talk about my teams all the time, and everybody's like, well, I like such and such team. I think they had a better team back in the 70s or something. We always debate. So it's okay to have debate. But, just keep it respectful. But you guys are going to be bad. Look. y'all are going to be like, no. You're wrong. It's okay. I'll be wrong. But in my eyes, he's the GOAT. All right. What do I want to do? Oh, man. You guys weren't even seeing anything. I got to get off this kick of me changing screens or not changing screens. Okay, I just added a Hall of Fame spot, and then I put the else if jersey number 7 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 7 is a great jersey number, and I should say he is the GOAT. All right, he is the GOAT. All right, so now come back over here. I put 7, and then 7 is a great jersey number, and he's the GOAT. All right, maybe if I come back over here, I should put it like this, huh? There we go. I think that's better. And no, JavaScript will not get confused because it's in backticks. So it knows that these are periods and not, it won't get it confused. It just won't get confused. 7 is a great jersey number, and he is the GOAT. Cool. All right. And now we should conclude it within, come on, else, console log, I don't know, what should we say, a lot of great jersey numbers out there? So if you choose anything outside of the realm of, excuse me, I'm sorry. Like I said, I gotta get off this kick. Look, if it's not within the realms of 86, 43, or 7, you put in like, who's a great number? Was it, these teams are from like 2005. I think it was this number. Let's just say that number, right? A lot of great jersey numbers out there. So it's kind of like it brings a conclusion to the statement, or to the structure. I think so. So any other number outside of 43, 46, and 7 will come up with this, with that statement. All right. So that's one thing that I've learned. Strict versus loose. hang on a second. So the next thing we learned was booleans, logical operators. So come on. So boolean, this true and false. I put in parentheses logical when I did the notes. Oops, sorry. Operator should go outside. So boolean operators are true or false. So we want to use the words and or. Actually, I might put that in parentheses too. So and or. And then we're going to do a parentheses with a parentheses. So and is two not ampersands, whatever those symbols are, and then or is these two symbols. So this is and that's or. All right. So basically, he did an example of getting a driver's license. So do I want to go that route? We're going to do martial arts, has black belt. I don't think all martial arts get black belts, but we're equals true, const is, we'll put grandmaster, right? Okay. So what he did was booleans. So we put console.log. Did I put a space in between? No. We're gonna. Oh no, we don't need this. So has black belt. We can put and is grandmaster. Okay. So if we console.log that to the console, you're going to get true. So, we should. I need to get that off there. Anyway, let me code that out or get that out of there. 86 is my favorite jersey number. But yeah, here it is true right here. Okay, and to make it even, I'll be back. I'm just gonna go. Not blur it out, but code it, comment it out. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm gonna comment it out so that I don't have to put in that prompt every time. Okay, so now it's true. All right, so he's a grandmaster, and he has black belt. All right. So the next thing we will see is or. All right. So if it console.log, same thing, has black belt. Oops. Or is grandmaster. I don't know how you can have either or, but I think this is going to be true. Yeah, this is going to be true. It's either one or the other. But I guess this was a terrible example, because I don't think you could be a grandmaster and not have a black belt. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. Maybe you could be like Kung Fu Panda. I don't know. You could be like Poe. The next one, we can put that he does not have black belt, right? Console.log. So does not, we'll put that, which will make this false. Because if he doesn't have, if he doesn't have a black belt, then he's not a grandmaster, right? He might, you know what? It could be. He could be a master at something, or he doesn't have to be grandmaster. He can be a master. He can be. I don't know what's the lowest form of black belt. Because grandmaster means like. That's like, I don't know if that's further than a black belt. I know when my dad did it, he had second degree black belt, maybe even third. So I don't know. I don't know what. It depends, I guess, on what style you do. Because I know in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I don't even know if there is a. I don't even know if there is a black belt. Okay. So we'll do one more. And remember, these are fake scenarios, so yeah, they're fake. You know, they're not real. So, is it tournament? One tournament equals true. All right, let's pretend our guy, he's got the black belt. He's grandmaster. And he's won some tournaments in his day. All right. So that's the scenario. So what we could do is now we can do where's the parentheses? We can do has black belt and is grandmaster and what is it? One tournament, right? T-O-U-R tournament. I don't know. I think that's how you spell tournament. Okay, so it should be true. Alright. Oh wait, the other one was false. Oh yeah, the other one was false. Has black belt or is grandmaster. Wait. I'm confused. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. I'm looking at it wrong. This does not have black belt. Okay, that's false. And then one tournament has black belt and a grandmaster. True. Alright, so this is pretty much the sum it up of we're going to do now an example of if else statement. So okay, our guy, what should we name our guy? We should name him Charles, I guess. Let's just go with Charles. If has black belt and is grandmaster and is not or has not won a tournament, right? Let's put that. Yeah. Let's put and has not won tournaments. Tournament. All right. Then what should we say about Charles? Yeah, that's what we're gonna name our guy, Charles. Oops, backticks. Charles was unable, I don't know, able to prove his skill? Remember, this is a made-up scenario, so I'm just making it up as I go along. There's no right or wrong here. All right, so Please don't make fun of me. I'm just being silly. We're making up a scenario. I think it should be false. Why is it true? It shouldn't even be true. Huh. Oh, yeah. Okay, hang on a second. How about was able to prove his skill? Else. This is what we did wrong. So we should do .log. This is why things weren't coming up. Charles. Maybe didn't win a tournament. TOUR. Sure, I'm good with that. Should have planned this out, but I didn't think about it. I was just having fun. Oh, here it is again. Okay, so I just put in the else statement, console log, Charles didn't win a tournament. I think that's what's supposed to pop up. Yeah, Charles didn't win a tournament because one tournament is negated. Alright, but if we would take this, if we would put this as false, we would change it, to false. Now that first statement should come up. Charles was able to prove his skill. Alright? So, what this is saying is Charles has a black belt, Charles is a grandmaster, Charles now won a tournament, so that's why it becomes true. So this is saying that he didn't win a tournament, but this is saying he did. So that's why the difference in the set statements that popped up. Hope you got it. I think you guys got it. You guys are smart. Alright, so the next thing we did, which I think was cool, alright, I'm going to change the names of the teams that we made up. I'm going to actually comment this out because, again, it'll interfere with what I'm about to do. Did I just do the same thing with that? No. Okay. So, we have two teams, right? He chose dolphins and koalas. And he used gymnastics. No thanks. So, we want to score. We're gonna pretend we're playing hockey. Alright? So, we're just gonna make up names. Let's do Score Phoenix? P-H-E-N-O. No. How do you spell Phoenix? This isn't how you spell. Oh yeah, P-H-E-O. There it is. Okay, Score Phoenix equals. Alright, so during the playoff champion, or during the playoffs in hockey, sorry. I don't know why I did that. There we go. Score Phoenix. There's 7 games, right, in a playoff or a championship game for hockey. So we're gonna do 3 scores or 7 scores. I'm sorry, and then divide by 7 because we got to get the average. So in hockey, let's just say the Phoenix scored 3 in the first game, 5 in the second. I don't want to make it too. Sometimes, there might be a game where they score like 10, but the rarity of them scoring 10 goals in a single game. Or no, we'll do 0. So that's 4 plus We'll do 3 or 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 2 more games. We'll do 2 and 3 again. All right. So we want to divide by 7. Obviously, there's 7 games, and we're trying to get the average. But we want to put these in parentheses, all scores in parentheses, because we want this to add before we divide, if that makes sense. All right, now we have to make up another team, which I think is cool. Okay, what's a good team name? Cougars. Let's go with Cougars. I hope these aren't real teams, because I don't watch. I watch pro hockey. I don't watch college. It's not college. It's AAA hockey, right? Is that what that is? I don't know. All right, let's pretend. Okay, 1 game will give them 7 points. I think that's pretty. It's rare, but it happens. 3 and 6, and then 1. Yeah, 2 games they're gonna just get whomped on. Or no, they've won all. 1 game they definitely won, even though it was 1-0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 2 more. 4, and then plus, and then we'll do 0. I think it's fair, right? We lost 1 game. I think you guys know who won. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. So if, right, score Phoenix, PHEONIX, it has a higher score than the Cougars, what do we want to do? We want a console log. What do I keep doing? I'm at the hit backticks. PHEO. Phoenix wins the cup, right? Maybe we'll do. Looks like a cup. What do you guys think? Does that look like a cup to you? Okay. Else if. It kind of stinks because he actually provided us with bonus material, but I guess Udemy changed their but their settings, I guess, or whatever it is, and the teachers can't. They can only add so much criteria within a challenge. So I didn't get to do all the rest of the challenge because he had to take some of it out. And somebody asked that question in the Q&A. They were like, "How come in the challenge we can't do the bonus stuff?" And he said, because Udemy, the way they have their things set up, they couldn't add all that, the rest of the stuff in. So what you're seeing now is the main crux of the challenge, but hang on a minute, let me finish my thought. But I couldn't do the bonus, and it kind of stinks. That would have been kind of cool to challenge myself, especially. And I don't know why I have cup capitalized up here. But yeah, I would have loved to have challenged myself to see if I could have got the rest. That would have been kind of cool. Do trophy again. That would have really been cool. Else. He did this though, which I can understand. I would have just left it at else, but it's not wrong either way if you do an else if or else. It just seems that he wanted us to get the point of using the triple equal signs. So that's what we're going to do. PHE if so if basically Cougars tie with the Phoenix, then which is impossible in hockey. Obviously, somebody has to win, but we're just playing imaginary here, so we're going to pretend they both tied, and they both split the cup, right? I don't know how that would work, but it is what it is. They're going to have to just split it 50-50. You know, we get it for this time, and you guys get it the other time, half the time. So this is the gist of the oh, you know what we should do? He did this. Console log score Phoenix, and then he did score Cougars, right? So he wanted to console log the average out, but I want to say Cougars won. That's what I think, only because I gave them a pretty big score in that first one. Yeah, I was thinking that they were going to win, so it wasn't even close, to be honest with you. I mean, Cougars almost had 3.1, and then games or goals per game. I guess we'll say goals per game, and then Phoenix, they had about 2.6. So it was a big win for the Cougars. But so yeah, Cougars win the cup. They averaged more goals than the Phoenix. So, you know what I should do? I have an NHL game that I bought. Maybe we should make these two teams and get them to go to the playoffs, and we can enact this. Maybe we'll put this on the channel. I don't know if you guys want to see it. That'd be fun. I'll make a Cougars team and a Phoenix, and we'll get them both to the playoffs. And we'll see which one wins. I think that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that's the gist of what I did today for schooling. Pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed that little segment. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. So I'm just gonna hang on a minute. I'm going to show you what I did. So I blacked out I commented out the code because just to have it prepped for the next time that we do a video. So, all right, we're moving on to the next one. All right, we're going to open up a new window. I got to change the window. VS Code window, I should say. I'm opening up a new VS Code, and then I want to open up. Well, that's not what I wanted. I don't know why I did that. Alright, so I guess we're opening up a third window. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Okay, we are going to open another folder. Open folder. We're going to get to the Squeaky Clean project. So that's what we're opening. That's okay. So we want to go here. You're not going to see this part. Just bear with me for a second. Okay, so we're in the project. You're not going to see the project yet. I can close the JavaScript project. I got to go back into OPS. And hang on, we got to go back down to VS Code and open the index for the Squeaky Clean website. And then for this, we're going to get rid of this tab. And now we're back to, wow, that does look terrible on the TV. Why is that so, look how off-center that is. It's like we could fit a whole new section in there. That's goofy. That's kind of not what I wanted, but we'll worry about that later. I'm going to do what I promised I wanted to do, and that's to make a whole new page. 2 pages, actually. It's not going to take too long. I don't know. We'll see. For right now, yeah, we want this for right now. So, we'll pull that down. You guys should be seeing the IDE, VS Code. So, the 2 things that I want to make, I'll have to figure it out later where they're going to go. But as of right now, I don't know if they're going to go into the, I don't want to make this login. I don't know if they're going to go into the admin folders or not. I don't think so, because admin is for people who are logged in, or admins. Like me, I'm the admin. But there are going to be many admins. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We need to add a login.php and then a signup.php. This should be the, is it going to includes folder? Database. .php. Okay. Well, let's just get let's do the login first. It's not going to be fancy. It's not going to be, I can add to it later, you know, and add like authentication or 2-step verification, you know what I'm saying, edit pass, or if you forgot your password, we're going to put that in there. I have to figure out how to do that though. I never got that far really. So that's something I'll actually want to learn. I think that'd be cool. But as of right now, we'll just stick, hang on a minute. We do need the header. I gotta think this through because, oops, we don't need the nav in the sign up or the sign in. Okay, so we don't need that. Header.php. We will do, from what I remember, Facebook had a footer in the sign in and sign up, so I think we should be okay with that. What do you guys think? Yeah, let's see. Require includes, and then we're gonna put footer.php. Oh, I forgot to put these in quotations. Sorry. Okay. Includes, and then footer.php. Okay. Put the main. Oh, wait, we can't do that. sometimes in a regular HTML, I could just write main and then hit tab, and then it'll autofill it. But when you're in PHP, for whatever reason, it does not autofill. And it kind of gets really weird. Oh, you know what? This is a container. I think this is how you make a new div. Yeah, that's right. Haha, I forgot about that. .row, .col, boom. All right, we can do column SM12, I guess. Hang on a minute, let me think. Yeah, for the small, medium, we want six columns. And the reason why we're going to do it that way is because we're going to put the form on one side, and then we're going to put we're just going to use the logo on the other. So I think on our left hand side, we're going to put the logo, and then on the right hand side, we'll put the sign-in form. So, and it's not going to be fancy, like I said. It's really not. It's just going to be a username and password. That's all it's going to be. Only because we can. It's pretty neat. Like once you start making the database, like you can get into your profile, and you could, like you do on Facebook. You know, you can edit all the stuff inside there. So you only really need a username and password. That's all it needs to go to database for right now. And then once you're in, you know, once you signed up, then you can start editing stuff like your birthday, if you want, where you live. What else is there? I know there's a bunch of other stuff, where you work, all that good stuff, you know. If you want to, I mean, that might go in here. I don't know. We're definitely going to have to think it through, because let's see, you're going to have access to the merch store. And what was the other thing I added on there? I'll go and look in a minute. Anyway. So we want to have this in images. And I think we just made it logo dot, what was it, JPEG? Logo, no, PNG. Okay. And then I'm just going to put website logo, right? All right, there's that. Okay, form, boom, action. So if it's a login, we want the action to go to the home page, because well, you signed in, so you should just go straight to the home page. And that's what I think. What do you guys think? Method should equal post. Okay, so within the form, we're gonna have this cool label. Oh, you know what? Form. I'll be right back. I want to go see something. I want this done with the framework in mind, or you know, I mean, using the Bootstrap framework. So we're gonna go to docs. We're gonna go down to components. We'll just do actually overview. Let's see. When we make a form, it should form label in the labels, right? Yeah, class of form label, and then end type is form control. But what is on the actual form tag? Nothing. Okay. All right. Then it's nothing. So label for, okay, first we want a class of form label for, oops, hang on a minute. Make sure you always have your if you open a set of quotes, you close the quotes. Always remember that, because yeah, you're going to cause problems with your website. So, all right, there's your label, and then we want to do an inputs. Okay, so it is type of text. Your class, form control. If we need to fix it, we'll fix it. I always had trouble with when I always do the two labels and inputs, or no, the two sides. I'm sorry, two sides. You see how we split this in two different divs. I always have trouble. You'll see the inputs, they're so small. Yeah, very, very small. And I don't know why. I always have trouble adjusting them. I don't know why they are the way they are. Anyway, ID equals username. Okay. Oh. And then placeholder. Oh, we should do a name too. Hang on a second. Because once we get into the database, yeah, we'll put a name in. Just give me a minute. Placeholder is username . Okay. And then we're gonna close it out. I'll put the name at the end. Name. It's so funny because it's so repetitive, but it's okay. As long as it works. Well, we should do one more thing. I always do this. And the only reason why I do this is because the label and the div, or the input, they have a tendency to be inline. And with putting the div, it'll make sure that it goes display block instead of inline. So go do the other one. Same thing. Div. Okay. Now we'll put label. And the same thing here. Oops. Class equals form label. Okay. For, and this will be password. I can't spell password. Okay. Okay. Input. This type will not be text. Oops. It'll be password. Okay. There's a reason for that. ID equals password. Placeholder equal password dot, and then name. The name, whatever you name it, it has to be. We haven't done the database yet, but it should be whatever you put in your or whatever you put in your password, whatever you put in the database, when you make a table, that's what it should be. All right. So there's a reason why when you name it, you got to make sure it's the same in both places. All right. So let's go see what it looks like. It's not going to be pretty, but it'll be something. All right. So come back over here. We don't have a link to that yet, so we want to do, what is it, login? Oh, you know what, I forgot the button. Ha ha ha. Okay, there it is. That's what it looks like right now. Username, password. Oh, I've got to put the form control in the password. See? It's the simple thing. The class, I forgot to put the class in as form control. Equals form. We want to do that. Okay, let's go see it now. Alright, so. Alright, this looks so terrible. But if you hit password, it always focuses. See how it focuses everything? Which is good. Alright, so the main now that's done, which is really good. Now we just got to center it. As you can see, this too, the footer is down here. So that's good. All right, let's go back over here, and what we want to do is we want to put a. What is that doing that? Oh, we need to scroll up. That's why. Okay. We're gonna add login container, okay? And the reason why we're doing that is because we want to center this in the middle of the page. So let's go do that. So before, we should maybe put that in the media query. Oops, login container. So let's put that in the login container, and basically I think we could just use Flexbox. What is it? Flex direction. We're gonna make it column. Oops. Flex wrap. We're gonna do no wrap. We're gonna do justify content. Justify. I spell justify right? Yeah, content. We're gonna have it center, and then align items. I pray this works. I always get this. I always get this messed up. Align item center, and then height. We're gonna do 100 view height. Okay. That should align it center. Let's go. Hey, it was not very nice. Oh, I did this. Oh, you guys have watched me a million times do it. Okay, I went into the main.css, which is the CSS. I went into the media query. I'm so sorry. And then I put a display of flex direction is column, flex wrap, no wrap, justify content is center, align items is center, and view height is 100. This should center it. Let's go see. Let's go see if there's a history. Sometimes if you gotta mess with the history. It's so weird. I think it's because of the cookies. I could be wrong. May not do anything. Okay, so it did it. So that is not cool. So it definitely centered it, but as you can see, password, you can barely see it. Why would that do that? Okay. Give me a second. If we did a margin, or no, if we did a width of 100%, and then we did a margin auto, AUTO. I'm hoping this will work. Oh, I keep, guys, you're gonna, you know, I'm gonna kick myself. Okay, so it didn't work. Okay. I'm gonna work on that. I wish I had people in the comments telling me that I need to work on that. I don't know, is there anybody in chat? Hey, just coding. How about you? I need a here we go. Hey buddy, what are you doing? Just coding. Anyway. Where was I? Margin. If I can't do it on the container, I might need to do it on the individual property or the individual divs. Let's see. 10. Oops. 10 pixels 0. Let's see. I think that's just gonna make it go down. Okay, so that did work. Huh. Alright, let's do it this way. Let's go back into, where's the login? Let's not put this here. Control C. Let's put it on the individual. I'm thinking. Just give me a second. Should we put the class? Let's make a div right here. And actual, instead of a whole container, Control C. I hope this works, because I always screw this up. And then we'll put in class equals login logo maybe. Okay, and then let us in the form, maybe we'll put a div above the form. Where's the Control V, Control S. So what are we going to name this div? Class equals my form, maybe? Okay. Remind me I gotta put a button in the form too. Over here. Okay. Class button btn. What color should we make it? Primary or green? You guys tell me. And then actually no, we won't put login. Okay. Okay. So we're back to where we started. Login's cool. We're gonna put a BR. I'm gonna put a BR next to or after the div. Because that button is just way too close. Alright, there's that. You know what else we want to? Do we want it after or before? Let's do it after. Let's do it after the form. Okay, A. Boom. Sign up dot php. Okay, and then we want to make the link. Oh, yep. Okay, So we're going to add a link after the form. Signup.php. Don't have an account. Oops. Okay. So if you don't have an account, you click it and you sign up, right? That's what we're going to do. And then maybe right after that, forgot. Okay, so we're gonna have those two links. They're gonna be, what do you call it, side by side. All right, let's go back to the main. So what did I name those two? One I named login logo and my form. So login logo. Oh, we can get rid of this margin. And then I'm gonna have my form. I'm hoping this centers it within its div, not within the container, if you get what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to copy this. I'm hoping that they don't overlap. I'm hoping it even works at all. This I always get confused, and it's okay, that's what I wanted. Perfect. But you see now where we're running into? I gotta make this a different background. This is it's terrible. But you see what we're running into? You see the length of these inputs? That's what we're running into. What? But now you see, don't have an account, forgot password. So we can pretty those up later. But this is exactly what I wanted. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna curve these edges. Yeah, I want to do that. Give me a second real quick. That's cool. We can do border. Oop. All right. Border radius, and then we're gonna do 0.5 rem, like we always do, because I think it's. I don't know why I always use the same thing. I should try experimenting, right? Should try. But no, that didn't work. Border radius. 0.5 rem. Login logo. Huh. Let me go see one more thing again. It's probably this. It's so weird. Why it does that all the time? And now watch, it's gonna work. Nope, I lied. Put this in the right thing, right? Display flex, column, border radius, 0.5 rem. Huh. Oops. Did I miss something? I don't think I did. Hang on a minute. I did it somewhere else, right? Border radius. Yeah. It's interesting. Did I miss something? I'm not really worried about it yet. We'll figure it out. I need to get back on Bootstrap. I need to figure out forms. Let's go to forms again. How to... Okay, form control. always forget how to make it wider. These inputs. See the inputs? See how wide they are? Gotta figure out how to... I always forget how to make them longer or wider or... I'm just gonna Google it. Okay, how to make inputs in Bootstrap is wider. It's W form control with 100%. W25. There we go. Let's go 75. Let's see what we get. It's within the class, right? I think it's within the class. I don't know. Figure it out. Where's the class? I think we want to do W75. I think that's what we want. And then here too. W75. And this should be width. Let's go find out. They're even smaller. Oh my goodness. If anything, I have an idea. We'll adjust the width manually. Let's see. Where do we go back? Okay. So if we did 100 and 100, okay, they did. Okay, so I have to physically give it a class, and we're just going to do that. But what could we name it? What do you guys want to name it? Let's just put my input width, right? Same thing here. My input width. Alright. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's so goofy that it doesn't work that... I don't know. To me it's goofy. Okay. My input width. Okay. And then width. What we want to do 10 rem. Let's start off with 10 rem and then see what happens. Okay, so it made it shorter. Cool. At least we know where we're going. Let's do 30 rem. No, not 130 rem. That's crazy. Sounds good to me. Looks perfect. Alright. I don't know why the border radius isn't showing up on the logo though. Login logo. Oh, I know why. I know why. I now know why. Hang on a second. That's because it's the div. Dirt. We want it on the actual image. So we need a class for did we, let me see if we, before I do anything, no, let's go all the way up top, logo, I keep, no, then I don't want to name it. I already took login logo. What should I name it? We'll do it this way. We'll put in login logo, but we'll do it this way. Instead of an underscore, we'll just capitalize logo. Aha! I win. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me in the butt. And we'll just use that class, even though it's a sign-up page. We'll just do it the same way. Oops. We'll just use the same thing. This the same class. And then we'll just, there's where the border radius comes in. Now it should work. 0.5 rem. I forgot I did it on the whole container, not on the logo itself. Now we should have corners. You know what? Let us try. Let's just do 1 rem. Let's see what that does. Make it different. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, I think that gives it a little bit more character. I like that. Alright, so now we have the login page. Oh, you know what? You don't need that form to log into the index.php. We wanted to log into the merch store. That's, you know what? That's where we gotta get it to redirect to. So we gotta get it to, hang on a minute, let me go fix that. So when we log in, we don't want it to log into index.php because we want the user, if they want to access the merch store, then they gotta sign up for it. Everything else, they can scroll until they're content, you know? But the merch store, that's what we want them to have to log into. Only because here it is. Hang on a second. You know, if they want to buy, then they gotta have a login, right? So when they log in, that's where we gotta go. Usually, in my other in the class, he had us redirect to a page. He actually didn't actually use this. Sorry, I gotta work on my English. He didn't actually use this action. He used the method equals post, but yeah. Well, for right now, we'll just use that. That's fair enough. So now, don't laugh at me, guys. Don't laugh. Okay. So what we're gonna do is literally copy this verbatim. We're only going to change a little bit. Control C. We're going to go do this. We don't want that. We're going to go Control V. Okay. We don't need this password here. Alright. And change this word to already. Okay, we want to change this to login.php. Okay. And then I don't know where we want to redirect this. Oh yeah, we want to redirect this to login. So once you sign up, obviously you got to log in, right? So form that out. Oh, we will get that to work that way. But everything else is going to work. Oh yeah, not log in. We want sign up. Okay. All right. You know what? I don't know. This is up for debate. What's better? You like sign up like with a dash or sign up as just one word? This has been up for debate with me for forever. So I don't know. So now we come back over here. This works. And then signup.php. That works. Alright. So already have an account, you click it, and it goes back up to login. Don't have an account, we go back to sign up, okay? So it works. You know where you're at depending on the button and your links. So like I said, we're not going to have, not yet at least, maybe we can add it later, a two-step authentication, maybe what is it, a CAPTCHA? I don't know what it is, but yeah. Alright, so the next thing we need to do, let's see what we're running on here. Hour and 26 minutes. Alright, the first thing I want to do, alright, we're going here. Okay. PHP MyAdmin configuration storage is not completely configured. Some extended features have been deactivated. Or alternately go to Operations tab on any database setup. Okay, cool. So I want to do user accounts. Let's make a new user. All right. Hopefully this doesn't screw up on me. My username. What do we want this? Test. I don't know. Thomas Tester. This one is for when I actually do. Yeah, that sounds stupid. This is for when I do actual projects with you guys. I don't want that to be. Yeah, we'll just. It's lame, but we're gonna just use it. Password. That's funny. Okay. Generate password, heck no. Grant all privileges. Check all. Boom. Alright, we're giving myself all the privileges, okay? So now we go all the way down here. And we hit this word go. Alright, new created user. Okay, so now we go here. Right there. Thomas Tester. And the only reason why is this is the one I'm going to use when I make databases. This one's my private one. Alright. So now we want to do new database name. We want to make user. Okay. Create. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I don't want user. That's not. Hang on a minute. How do you delete database? Ha ha ha. Delete. Hang on a minute. How to delete database. Oops. Already screwed up. Database in PHP MyAdmin. There we go. Deleting a database on as dropping can be done through several methods. Note that this actually is permanent. Just, yeah. Click operations. Cool. Alright, so we're in user operations. Drop the database right there. Okay. Okay, it's gone. Now let's do the right thing. Data. We're gonna name this auto detail. Okay. That's the name of this database. Create. Okay. Table name user. There we go. For column. Okay. We want user ID. We want. Actually, I don't even think we need. We just need to have username and password. I can actually drop this table. Okay. You know what, let's go back. Okay, yeah, we want to leave the page. Table name is user. I think we only need 3. User ID, username, and password. User ID is int. Is it int? I think it's definitely this. It's primary key. Username is varchar. 255. Password is varchar. Hang on, let me go look in here. Just cancel. I think, yeah, let's just make it 255. We can always go back and edit. Okay. Let's just save it. We can always go back and edit. CMS. User. Structure. Oh yeah. 255. Okay. Sorry guys. I always forget this stuff. We change. Hey. Okay. There we go. Cool. Alright, ID. Now let me see something. User structure. Is there an index? Yep, username is the index. Okay. So, where do we want to do that? Right here. Green index, go. Nope. Right here. Unique. Is it unique or is it index? I think it's just index. Go. Oh, look at that. Do 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 do. No, I'm just kidding. I'm weird. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. Structure. Right here. Unique is yes. I done did screwed up again. Haha. Okay. So edit. We want to have this unique, not index. Okay. Go. Cool. All right. Cardinality. I don't know what that means, but all right. So we have a. So okay. For those that don't know, user ID, that needs to be your primary and auto increment. That's what this yellow key is for. This means primary. Auto increment means it'll increment by 1. So every time a new user is entered in, it'll go. Let's say I sign up for my own site. I'm number 1. You sign up for my site, you're number 2, and so on and so forth. And we need something that is unique. So username is what's unique about this. It has to be a unique username. It can't just be, you know, like if I signed up as Thomas, you can't sign up as Thomas. You'd have to be Thomas01 or something like that. And password, I guess there's nothing special about that. All right, so now you've seen how to make a user table. in the PHP MyAdmin. All right. And before I forget my password, I guess I better come over here and I need to do something. You guys are gonna laugh at me. Oh, I don't need that. Why is that? Why did I do that? Hang on. Okay, there it is. What's going on here? There we go. Okay, I need to open a folder. You guys ain't seeing this, I'm sorry. I need this though, because I'm not 100%, like when it comes to like database, still wrong. I still get confused. Alright, so let's go here. Where's mine? Okay, database. Okay, for database, we want to open up a PHP tag. Okay, and close it. And then for comments, I could just copy this verbatim, but I can't let you see it, because then you'll know my password. Okay, so what our objective is, oh sorry, we want this one. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Okay, our objective is why is it doing that? Okay, get database connection, right? Okay, second one is to, we need a return object connection to MySQL server. So we need a function called getDB. Okay, so here at return, what do I need? Object connection to object connection to a MySQL server. Okay, to a oops. And for whatever reason, I should have had this capitalized. Okay, cool. So function get db. Boom. Okay. Now we need to do, what is it? Localhost. Oh no. Sorry. I'm going to set up this. DB host. DB host is as I said a couple 100 million times, I really gotta use that as a guide. DB host was a DB server. No, name, user, and password. Okay, so name. What did we name that? Squeaky? No, auto detail, right? Yeah, auto detail. Okay. So AUTO, and then so the host that we're using is localhost because it's on my computer. The database name is auto detail because it has to match what's in the database, right? And then the DB was it user is equal to what I put, Thomas tester. Okay, and then the DB password, or DB pass, is equal to, this is how lame it is. I can't believe that they said this was like really strong. Did you guys see the green bar when I put that in? They're like, yeah, it's really strong. Oh, okay, if you say so. I think that's funny. Yes, it's awesome. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Alright, now we need a connection. So, oops. So connection or con equals, now we have to put all these parameters in. But this works very weird. Oh, hang on a minute. Gotta do MySQLi co connect, I'm sorry. But the parameters here, they get kind of really weird because you have to put them in a certain way. If you don't, then it kind of gets fussy. So just as you see them there, DB host, comma, DB, what is it, name, comma, and then I think the next one is DB user, and then the last one is DB password, I think. Nope. So it's host, then it's user, sorry. I still need them as a guide. I'm still learning how to do this. I'm probably going to have to do this a jillion times before I get it. Password, then name. But if you don't put it in this order for whatever reason, it doesn't work. Oops. So, yeah, it's working. Or not working. Well, we don't know if it's working yet. But it's, at least from that point of view, it's correct. So now we put in errors. If it doesn't, if there's any errors, then it'll pop up as there. So if, like this, if MySQLi connect, I think it's MySQL connect errors. Error, sorry. And then we want to. You've seen this in JavaScript. We want to echo. It's so weird. We just repeat MySQL, this word. I connect. And it's cool because what you're seeing here is built into MySQL. Like, I don't have to type out any, like, let's say your page needs validated. There's certain things built into MySQL or PHP in MySQL. You just type in this function and then it works. It's kind of cool. So like it just oh, you know what I did forget? I need, okay, there we go. So you see how it has parentheses at the end? Every time it has a parentheses at the end, this means it's a function. So it's really cool because we know it's built in, these MySQL connect error, it's built into PHP. So I don't have to do any work. And I don't know how it knows. It just knows. Like, it's so cool. And then we want to return the connection. Okay. I'm still confused on something. Hang on a second, guys. Why do I have two, Interesting. I have to find out why. Return connection. Return connection. Oops. Hold that. Okay, there's that one. Oh, you know what I was supposed to do. Haha. I did this wrong. So there is an opening bracket here and a closing bracket here. All right, there it is. That's how you connect to a database. And then for the login, we need to have, well, it's not going to be, hang on, let me go back to my class. For the login, did we have a login? Where's login over here? Guys, this class was huge. I'm still not done with it. All right. There is a lot to go down in this login page besides just the form that I made. There's a lot. And I'm not worried about it right now. We're going to stop there for today. So, next time we do this, or we come in and do this, we will get ourselves the ability to actually sign up and log in. But as of right now, I didn't sleep last night. I ain't gonna lie. So right now, yeah, I'm just tired. I'm tired. Maybe it's not an excuse. Oh, we put the database. Huh. You know what I did? I screwed up. It's awesome. Where's some classes? We're gonna have to go redo the database. We'll do that later. I did it the old way. There's 2 ways to do it. Anyhow, there's 2 ways to do it. And I done did. Messed up. Anyway, this is the old way of doing it. There's a new way of doing it. It's actually in the classes. Shucks. We're gonna delete that. We'll connect to the database next time. You know what? I'm not gonna delete this because, God forbid, I forget my password. But we will make a just so we know. Okay, database.php, and then we'll open a PHP tag. Boom. And then we'll do class database, and then yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be done. And then, man, I can't believe I screwed up. We'll put it in the comments and stuff like that later. But as of right now, you see one way of doing it. There's another way of doing it, and I did it the wrong way. So as of right now, we'll save that for next video that we do for this project. It's been fun, guys. I thank you for if you joined or if you didn't join the live, but I do appreciate if you did. Hopefully you stayed for the whole thing, or not, doesn't matter. It's still going to be up there regardless. So appreciate you guys. Talk to you later.